I'm a true believer when it comes to retirement accounts and how to build long-term wealth with them, but apparently there's people on TikTok who don't think they work. I want to see what they're saying, and I'm going to give you my reaction and my answer and response.
If I hear the words Roth IRA come off one more person's lips, I'm slapping them off your face. Do not put your money in a 401k or a Roth IRA. That's stupid. In today's society, that's actually a crazy statement, so let me give you all the reasons why. First, compound interest is for the mega wealthy, not you. Let's say you had a 10 mil a year net worth. 7% a year on that is 700,000. You can spend that every year, live a nice lifestyle, and keep the $10 million nest egg, or let it compound into 20.
First of all, Roth IRAs are for everyone. This is the one account that you can put money in and not pay tax on. Everyone should have a Roth IRA. This guy's freaking crazy. Compound interest is just math. Of course, if I have $10 million, the impact of it growing is more valuable to me than if I have 10,000 or 100,000. But we all freaking start at zero with our net worth in our retirement account. It's not easy to just say, why don't you just inherit it from everyone and you just start as wealthy from day one? We all got to freaking go earn it. So people who are doing Roth IRAs are doing them because they're a great tax strategy and long-term investment vehicle. We start at zero, 100,000, a million, 10 million. You got to grow and get there. And sure, your investment returns become more meaningful once you're at 10 million, but that doesn't mean you don't start at all and don't get in the game. We all got to get in the game.
Reason number two, inflation. Yeah, if you put in $300 a month from age 18, it'll be $1 million by the time you're 65. But when 65-year-olds were 18, gas was $1 a gallon. That million won't hit like $1 million will today. Reason number three is lions eat turtles.
Okay, inflation. Okay, so just don't invest at all. The Roth IRA is not an investment. The Roth IRA is a vehicle to invest and pay zero tax on the investment returns. And again, you can buy real estate, you can invest in a small business, you could buy stocks, whatever you're into, but you want to get greater investment returns that beat inflation. This is the same thing outside a retirement account. So I don't get the point here of the knock on the IRA. We can all bitch about inflation, sure, but what are you going to do about it? Beat it with better returns than in your investment account, whether that's outside of a Roth IRA or inside of it. Again, the only perk of the Roth IRA is I got to keep all the gains. It's long-term wealth building. I don't get it. Plus, by the way, your Roth IRA is asset protected. You can file bankruptcy and keep your Roth IRA. Okay, let's keep going on this. I don't know. Maybe he'll say something I agree with.
Instead of trying to risk 10,000 on a business that may turn into $1 million or may turn into zero, like a lion would, you're trying to be a turtle and save that 10,000 and grow it by $1 every year. But at the end of the day, that doesn't even work. Lions eat turtles. Bernie Madoff, pause and read. Adam Newman, pause and read.
Lions eat turtles. What the hell is this guy talking about? Growing money in a Roth IRA, sure, it's the slow way to get wealthy. Jeff Bezos asked Warren Buffett, and Warren Buffett's answer was, people don't follow and do exactly what I'm doing that made me wealthy because they don't want to get rich slow. They're not patient enough to get rich slow. You gotta be the turtle. That's how compounding interest works. From point one he was knocking on is over time, you will get wealthy. If you want to be a millionaire next year and you're starting at zero, maybe listen to this guy. But if you want to have long-term wealth and have certainty of that, something you can really rely on, you need a Roth IRA.
Republic, pause and read. Sometimes they'll break a tooth or two, but they get to the meat. The human dominance hierarchy rewards sociopathy. Panama Papers, rich people don't pay taxes, you do. Rich kids literally get away with murder. Even our fucking Congress people are lions. They're openly trading stocks based on laws that they're gonna pass.
Reason number three here, what did that have to do with a Roth IRA? I don't know. What does that have to do with a Roth IRA? Nothing.
It's not your fault. They didn't teach you in school. Why not? Because it's a Ponzi scheme. But even if you do, you definitely don't understand your 401k being made of a list of ETFs. And an ETF is just a list of other stocks or other ETFs. Sounds kind of like The Big Short, huh? No wonder it's failing and crashing and people are losing money in their 401ks all the time. But somehow the lions always end up on top and get bailed out by taxpayer money to pay off their Rolls Royces. So don't trust this shaky ass system you don't know or understand. Instead, buy a local business on bizbuysell.com. Take basic steps to modernize it, like remodeling it, either do it yourself or pay to have it done. Give some Instagram models some free food to come in and post it. Take one of the interesting dishes the restaurant does and put it on TikTok every day. You could easily turn a $20,000 failing restaurant into an at least $100,000 thriving business in a few months and flip it. Or you could grow a slower business over a slower period of time. Either way, you could easily do 50% in a year, not potentially do 10% in a year. And it's hands-on, it's in your control.
I totally agree on that last point. What he's saying there is self-direct your Roth IRA. Instead of investing your IRA into Wall Street or your 401k, buy assets you believe in that can drive a greater return, like a small business. You can do that with the Roth IRA. Also, if you want to build wealth outside the Roth IRA, like you want to have a small business or a side hustle, I'm all for that. That's a great way to build wealth, but that's not a reason to not do a Roth IRA. A Roth IRA is another tool and vehicle for long-term wealth building. He's talking about business ownership and trying to grow and build businesses, which I'm all for. Totally agree on that last point, but this guy doesn't understand why people use Roth IRAs. So let me just come back to the main points on on a Roth IRA. It's the one place I can make investment returns and grow and build wealth and pay zero tax. It's right there in front of us. Everyone can do it. Also, that $7,000 you put in every year, you can always pull your contributions out. It's not locked in like a traditional IRA or 401k or the retirement account. Roth IRA is unique in that the contributions you put in, you can always pull back at any age before age 59 and a half. And the third reason, you can file bankruptcy, you can have lawsuits up the wazoo, you can still keep your Roth IRA and retirement account. They are asset protected. Congress has protected them so that we can ensure ourselves a retirement we're looking forward to. The Roth IRA is the number one investment account you should look at. Everyone should have a Roth IRA from low income to high income. It is the strategy to use for long-term wealth building.
You are broke and a coward if you invest in a Roth IRA. If you make over $153,000, you can't even invest in a Roth IRA. So if you're investing in a Roth IRA, you're obviously broke. You can't even access the money that's in a Roth IRA until age 59 and a half. If you use any brain power at all and you apply yourself, you're going to be able to retire before 59 and a half. So automatically putting funds in a place that you can't access it until you're 59 and a half, to me, is one of the most pitiful and cowardly things that you can do.
It sounds like I'm for the broke and the cowards here because I'm for the Roth IRA. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
If you make over $153,000, you can't even invest in a Roth IRA. So if you're investing in a Roth IRA, you're obviously broke.
Let me stop right here on this already. He's already wrong. If you make more than $153,000 a year, you can't make a regular Roth IRA contribution, but everyone who's not a moron and an idiot knows you can use the backdoor Roth IRA. Even the people who were broke and cowards. I do it every year. We recommend it for our clients. You can put $7,000 a year in regardless of your income. You can be a high income earner and still have a Roth IRA. So he's already wrong on the facts here on whether you can use a Roth IRA.
You can't even access the money that's in a Roth IRA until age 59 and a half.
Wrong again. If I put $7,000 in a Roth IRA this year, I can pull out that $7,000 tomorrow. It's only the investment gains in a Roth IRA that are locked up. So for example, if I have 10 years of $7,000 in contributions, 70 grand, and my account is now worth $120,000 because I had 50K in investment returns, I can pull the 70 grand out I put at any time. I don't have to wait till I'm 59 and a half. That's one of the awesome things about Roth IRAs. Sounds like this guy doesn't know how a Roth IRA works.
If you use any brain power at all and you apply yourself, you're going to be able to retire before 59 and a half. So automatically putting funds in a place that you can't access it until you're 59 and a half, to me, is one of the most pitiful and cowardly things that you can do.
Okay, this guy obviously has zero context and life experience. Having been someone that's talked to 10,000 clients over my lifetime, people trying to build and save for retirement, it's freaking hard. Try to raise a family, send your kids to college, have a home. It's a lot easier than this guy thinks, and you're not broke and a coward if you're trying to figure it out and save for retirement. The reality is everyone can have a retirement they're looking forward to on any budget if they save and invest properly. Telling people they're broke and cowards because they're having to save is idiotic. This guy has zero life experience, doesn't understand the American people, doesn't understand what it takes to actually build wealth.
If you make over $153,000 funds in a place that you can't access it until you're 59 and a half, to me, is one of the most pitiful and cowardly things that you can do.
Okay, really? If you use any brain power and apply yourself, you can retire before you're 59 and a half? Why is it the majority of Americans can't? Like, this guy has no perspective on what's actually out there and the struggles the American people are facing to save and build for retirement. It takes time, it takes dedication. You've got to get rich slow. You got to set your money aside, let it work for you, let it grow. This is another flaw in oversimplification, that if you just apply yourself and you're not an idiot, you could be rich too. Okay, why isn't everybody? So let me just say, the Roth IRA is simply a tool to build long-term wealth, do it in a tax efficient way that's asset protected. You can pull the money out you put in at any time. It's a freaking awesome tool. Why would you volunteer to put money in a taxable account to go invest and grow it and not have it asset protected? The Roth IRA is an awesome tool. This guy's just dumb and uninformed.
Okay, Aaron, I did it. I opened up a Roth IRA. I'm gonna be a millionaire when I retire. Hey, that's great. What did you invest in? A Roth IRA, duh. Oh no, okay, so a Roth IRA is just a type of account. It's like a tax label. So when you put the money into a Roth IRA, it's just sitting there until you take the extra step to actually invest the money. What? Well, I don't know what stocks to buy. Would I just like Apple and Tesla? You could, but buying individual stocks typically isn't recommended because it's pretty risky. So instead, a lot of people will use something called a target date fund. A target date fund? Yeah, so it's basically a big bucket of a bunch of different stocks and bonds, and it's really diverse and balanced, and it's optimized for you to cash out on a specific target date. Yes, that. How do I do that? What buttons do I press? Okay, so first
Okay, let me stop right here because there's an important point. A Roth IRA is a vehicle. It is not an investment in and of itself. So if you put money into a Roth IRA, you then have to invest it. Now she's talking about doing a target date fund. That's better than doing nothing, but target date funds do not have excellent returns. They're not known for having phenomenal returns. They're known than doing better than a mutual fund or a savings account, but that's a pretty low bar. So you might want to get better investment options. You may want to self-direct and buy real estate or other alternative assets that can drive greater returns into your Roth IRA.
you want to pick the year that you're looking to retire. So for example, me, I'll be 65 in 2060. And then each brokerage has their own target date funds that they manage. I use Fidelity, so I'll just Google Fidelity Target Date Fund 2060. You take this little code, you look it up, buy it, and then you can automate it or just keep doing that every time you deposit money. Got it. And if you're still confused, you can just call them. Brokerages like Fidelity and Vanguard low-key have great customer service. So give them a call, they can walk you through it, and they can confirm to you that you clicked all the buttons that you wanted to click.
Okay, not bad advice there. You need to invest your account to actually make it grow. The point of putting money in a Roth IRA is not the actual contribution itself, the $7,000 you can put in. The point of it is to grow that money so that your money is working for you, not you working for you. But we gotta set money aside. It takes years, a decade or more to get enough money in there to make a big dent, but you gotta start now, start investing it. The better returns you can get, the greater your money grows.
What's a scam that's become so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore?
A Roth IRA. Now hear me out on this one. All of the benefits of a Roth IRA are just mimicking a vehicle that's been around for over 100 years, and that is cash value life insurance. Now, while the middle class is super excited to save $6,000 a year and have that accrue tax-free, the wealthy are doing something very similar, except they have no limitations. I say that because with these tax codes, the wealthy are able to put in as much money as they want into this account, not limited to just $6,000 a year. It's still all accruing interest, tax-free, except they also get to access that money at any age, tax-free and penalty-free. And when they pass away, the money will double or triple and get passed down to their heirs completely tax-free.
Okay, so this is one of the most common oversimplifications of a Roth IRA and an indexed universal life insurance policy. I'm not against life insurance, okay? There's a place for life insurance. That's called the death benefit. But saying life insurance or investment vehicles just because I can lend the money back out that I put into the life insurance policy is not a great wealth building tool, in my opinion. Having been in conversations with tens of thousands of clients who are millionaires, I've met zero who have become wealthy because they bought life insurance. Life insurance and tools like that are sometimes used by the wealthy, very small percentage, but sometimes they are because of the death benefits and because of that cash value that can be accessed. There's some asset protection benefits to life insurance as well. A Roth IRA, on the other hand, is a retirement long-term wealth building tool. You put the money in, you can invest it in whatever you want. You can invest it in stocks, in a mutual fund, but you can also buy real estate, invest in crypto, invest in a startup, invest in a private fund. These are all assets and investments your Roth IRA can own. And as they grow in value, that builds up in your Roth IRA and comes out tax-free. The comparison to life insurance in a Roth is kind of like fruits and vegetables. Yeah, you can eat them both, but they're used for different things and have different purposes. I've never understood the do this instead of that. I think it's typically people selling life insurance instead of having a Roth IRA. I think you should actually have both, whether you're going to put a significant amount of money and overfund a life insurance policy, you have cash value which you can access on them. That's another strategy. Frankly, that's for a small percentage of people, and honestly, it's not the wealthy that's buying that. It's people trying to be the wealthy because some wealthy people do it. Well, that was fun, and I hope you learned something in the process there, but make sure you're subscribed to my channel because I have tons of videos on how to build wealth using retirement accounts in tax advantage ways, asset protected. It is the #1 strategy for building wealth long term. There's a reason there's $40 trillion in US retirement accounts. Please subscribe. We'll see you next time.